931-207-9329.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. This is the happy hour. It did, unfortunately. This is the happy hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick and Rico joining you. Rico, what's up, man? How's it going?
Hello.
What's up?
It's going fantastic. How are you, sir?
Dandy.
Both
Right.
stickball sports play Creighton this midweek.
Yeah, that's right, because Husker baseball plays them tonight.
Yep. Softball
and
plays them
softball
tomorrow.
plays them tomorrow.
Yep. Blue team visiting Lincoln.
Do they take the same bus? Oh, no, because they're two different nights.
Two different nights.
Excuse me.
Are they the softball team staying overnight?
No.
It's a very far drive.
No. No way. No way.
And
As always,
both Creighton teams will lose.
yeah, I'm comfortable in saying that.
There we go.
Nebraska baseball hopefully turned a page
Did they
over the weekend.
did Nebraska baseball waste all their home runs in Sunday's game against Northwestern?
Hope not, because they might need some during the rest of the season.
They definitely will.
402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Both those open for you guys the rest of the day. As always, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream. Those are avenues for you guys to connect with the show as well, because in case our FM dial goes down, because the sun has been spotty recently.
Damn, son.
So if we do ever go down, just a heads up. I guess that's a good PSA for times like yesterday, because we had a lot of people text in where they were like, we didn't get to hear you all day yesterday after the drive when the sun or when the FM dial went down. If it does ever go down, head over to our Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or if you're an Allo Cable subscriber, channel 951, or theticketfm.com and our mobile app. There's so many avenues other than the FM dial that if our FM signal ever does go down because of the sunspots, you can still listen to us the entire day.
And also, after the fact, go to theticketfm.com or go to wherever you get podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, wherever. I don't know where you're going to get your podcasts. Everybody has different avenues. Go there, search up 93.7 The Ticket, and we have all the shows right on there. Download the podcast, listen to it that way.
And Qdoba Guy makes a great point on the text line, says real ones have the app. It's free, y'all. So there you go.
Real one.
Waterboy,
Be a real one like Qdoba Guy.
Waterboy asked what happened yesterday, boys. Unfortunately, our tower was just interrupted by some sunspots, and our FM dial was down just a little bit, but we're back, so we are okay. Tyler in Phoenix is back.
He's back.
He says, "What's up, fellas? It's been a while." It certainly has, Tyler. Appreciate you hanging out.
How's Phoenix, Tyler? Is it nice there? I bet it's nice there.
I can't remember. Was Tyler the first text ever into the happy hour?
I believe so.
Okay.
It's because Tyler's a real one.
Yeah, Mark, all-day sunspots.
What, you didn't know that there's little baby explosions on the sun every day?
All-day sunspots.
Well, somehow the explosions were facing right at our tower.
Qdoba Guy
Just took it out.
Qdoba Guy says, an added bonus, there's no dump button on the app either.
That's true.
Yeah.
So if something happens, you'll be able to hear it.
We don't slip up often, but when we do,
it happens.
Waterboy says Tyler is a fraud. That's my twin, and he lives in Lincoln. So why is Tyler not listening usually?
You fraud.
Why is it been a while?
Are you
Tyler,
a fraudulent listener?
In Phoenix?
Wow. Are you breaking my heart?
We might have to get to the bottom of this here.
Ticket investigates.
We have the phone number, Tyler. It is a 402 number.
You can move somewhere and have your phone numbers, though.
Waterboy says, get on his bleep.
You can say ass.
Want to.
Okay.
Tyler says he just moved back 2 weeks ago. So, Tyler, should we change your name since you are no longer in Phoenix? Is that what we need to do now, Tyler?
It is?
The real Tyler says, the real Tyler checking in from Lincoln here.
Shout out to Tyler.
Shout out to
regular old Tyler. But it's okay. Not regular old Tyler. Just, our friend Tyler.
just friend Tyler.
Should we change it to our friend Tyler? Now we're leaving it Tyler.
I'm not sure Tyler wants to be our friend.
David from Renu. I thought I saw Rico at Northside Hy-Vee yesterday. You did, more than likely, if it was around 5 o'clock.
Wait. I was walking up to say hi, and then I realized he was taller than 5'2", so I didn't say hi.
I am 5'5".
Well,
you know what's funny? Is he parked right in front of me.
Wait,
you know how I know that? Because the license plate said Renew.
Wait. So you saw Dave.
I didn't remember seeing Dave. I saw his truck in front of me.
Him,
I saw his
you didn't
truck.
Say hi.
I didn't see Dave. I saw it when I got in my car
That's
and backed out. The truck in front of me, the
really
license plate said Renew. So I said, I wonder. Didn't see Dave.
Shock Dog 21 says regular Tyler is a fraud. Shock Dog 21 in the house. Are you Tyler?
How many frauds do we have on this text line?
Well, first Tyler in Phoenix says first ever texter of the happy hour. Tyler has a nice ring to it. You want that to be a text name?
Too long. You're just gonna be Tyler in Phoenix. I'm sorry.
I'm glad it's an accomplishment, though.
Yeah, good for you. We should give him a trophy.
No, we can't.
We should send him a trophy. Tyler, what's your address so we can find if you really live in Phoenix?
He doesn't. He moved back 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Chase B says, are you two going to be at the Stars game on Friday when DP drops the puck? I wanted to. I even asked DP about tickets because I wanted to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And especially since it's against Tri-City. I also wanted to be able to rub it into your face a little bit because you have this.
I don't know what you're saying.
You have this weird half and half fandom of Tri-City and Lincoln Stars.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rico, you know this.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking to
Coach Russo does not know about it.
Rocky and the goalkeeper yesterday.
Cameron Whitehead.
They were great. They're great. But friends of the show. I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's the deal is you have this half and half fandom between Tri-City and the Lincoln Stars. And so I wanted to go, and I was going to hope that you could come as well to kind of rub it in your face that the Lincoln Stars will beat Tri-City on Friday. Unfortunately, I have no, Chase B, it's okay. We have 2 tickets. We have enough tickets. I just have a prior event that I have to attend.
Mm-hmm.
I do, unfortunately.
Sure you do.
I just really don't want to talk about it on the air, so don't need to spread publicity there. Okay. Randy says, save my name is Naughty Randy. Okay, Randy?
Naughty Randy.
You are now Naughty Randy. Brian T says, total fraud here. Brian T, you are not a fraud. Come on now.
Brian T, you're a real one.
Okay, we have another guy, Austin's uncle. Did you get that in there?
Working on it.
Okay, we'll have Austin's uncle.
Speaking of Austin,
Herbie's in the family name.
We found out if anybody was listening to the happy hour on the stream yesterday, because obviously sunspots, we were trying to convince Austin, who will be having a child in October, around October, to name his child, if it is a boy, Herbie. We found out today.
Why do we want to name it Herbie?
Because we want to have a real life Herbie mascot for the university.
Who grows up from day one hearing There Is No Place Like Nebraska theme song, and then all the way up until he has a child.
And it'll stay within
Herbie.
the family.
Yep.
Herbie.
It's
Herbie Senior.
Basically,
so Austin's going to be Herbie Senior.
No, Austin's just the patriarch. This is the first Herbie.
We need him to legally change his middle name to Herbie. Just so he can have it somewhere in his name. Austin Herbie Orman.
Herbie Jr.
So then we will have Herbie Orman the first. And then that child's child will be Herbie Orman Jr., Herbie Orman the third, and so on and so forth.
Herbie Orman the third.
And we found out today that Herbert is a family name.
It's a family name
within the Ormans.
Austin's family.
Therefore, it's meant to be. It's close enough.
Austin's going to be the patriarch for Herbie.
He will get a wall.
Perfectly.
He will get a wall in the new facility. The family tree will go up. Him and his wife will be right at the top of the family tree.
Since we're so concerned about always looking back, having to look back to look forward, because that's like the caption of everything nowadays. It's like we had to look back so we can look forward. We had to recognize the past so we can look to the future.
Keep looking back.
Yeah.
Always look back, never look forward.
So now what we're going to do in the new facility, it's going to be looking back at Herbie. And it's going to be Austin, and then Herbie Jr., Herbie the third, Herbie the fourth.
Yep. Looking back at the Herbie monarchy to go forward with the Herbies.
Go Big Red.
If these
I just hope
talk.
I just hope they do like a halftime presentation of it. It's like on this week's edition of Pro Big Red, Herbie the Third visited some hospital.
Herbie the Third made some finger painting pictures and hung them in the weight room, giving confidence to the entire Nebraska offense.
Go Big Red,
who put up 35 points in a victory over Michigan. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red. Oh man, that's so stupid, but it's if these walls could talk.
Herbie the Fourth ate his first solid food today. Prompting a response of nothing but steaks all week for the Nebraska offensive line, who paved the way for a 200-yard game.
He ate his first solid food. No more peaches and carrots for Herbie the Seventh.
Baby food be damned.
Okay. Oh man,
if these walls could talk.
I didn't expect to go down this rabbit hole again, but here we are. Anyway, DP's probably listening back there to be like, God, this is the last time that these guys are ever going to be allowed on the air again.
Happy hour is done.
It's dead. If you don't,
the Herbie hour.
If you don't hear us tomorrow, this is probably
they could
why.
start a family podcast with all of the Herbies.
Sponsored by 93.7 The Ticket.
Boom.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a break. What a segment. You guys, not gonna lie, the engagement on the text line has been great.
I blame you guys. But thank you.
Engagement on the text line has been great throughout the entire 15 minutes of the show so far.
We'll actually get into some stuff.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll dive in. I want to know, send us a text. I know you guys are obviously listening because you've texted in. Send us a text. What are you looking forward to the most of Saturday's practice/spring game? What position group? Does it worry you? Are you excited to see it? Once again, though, remember last year, the biggest spring story out of last year was probably AJ Rollins,
the one catch,
and he didn't really.
And now he's on defense.
Anything, and now he's on defense, right? So it's kind of interesting to see over the last, and later on this week we'll do that spring stories of
yesteryear.
Each spring game,
looking back
to look forward. Exactly what we're about to do.
Perfect.
But let's talk about Saturday's practice/game. What are we looking forward to the most? Let us know. 402-464-5685. We'll unpack it coming up next on the Happy Hour.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and Radio Rico AC. More Happy Hour is next on Meet the League and the Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsterats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to use your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism. The Empire brand is growing with ESC fabrication and sandblasting. ESC is your place for custom handrails, industrial and commercial painting, and more. ESC provides custom welding for aluminum and stainless steel and media blasting of all sorts. ESC has great attention to detail. They stick to deadlines and keep within your budget. If you can dream it, they can make it. Contact ESC Fabrication and Sandblasting in Waverly today at 531-207-9329. Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Experience cool blue waters right in your backyard. All in-stock above-ground swimming pools at Bonzal Pool & Spa are now 50% off. This offer is good through the end of May or until supplies run out. Our stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new pool now. Visit bonzalpool.com/supernova above-ground pools to learn more today. Bonzal Pool & Spa, your Lincoln headquarters for swimming pools for more than 65 years.
Imagine your next staff meeting. Now imagine your next staff meeting with a side of ribs. Your next client presentation, or that same client presentation with brisket and baked beans. It's better, right? Let Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul take care of all of your business catering needs. Feed the staff, cater your next event, whatever you need, Mary Ellen's can help. They can even host your events in their brand new event space located right next to the restaurant. Go see for yourself. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake or online at maryellens.com. Let them fix you a plate. Chances are you've tried fruitcake before. Chances are it looked pretty weird. Lots of colors that don't really exist in nature. Chances are it tasted weird. Chances are you need to try fruitcake again. Grandma's fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. None of that weird stuff you didn't like, just real fruit, premium nuts, and the delicious flavor combination of brandy, bourbon, and rum to meld all that together. See for yourself. Grandma's Fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Sunny skies, warm, windy conditions here for our Tuesday, an afternoon high of around 78. Southeast winds could gust near 30 at times. We'll see a chance of scattered thunderstorms late this evening into tonight, with a low down to around 60. A high tomorrow of around 76 with another chance of evening thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
This is a house of learned doctors.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
As soon as your eyes shut, I'm going to punch you square in the face.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the show. We have caught our breath. Baby food be damned.
Baby food be damned.
We have to figure out a way to clip that or incorporate
you
this.
just have to lower the voice and just add a little gravel to it, and that's how you do it.
I am a little interested to see the new Herbie on Saturday.
I don't care.
Yeah, okay, Rico, you can't sit here and say you don't care, and then Monday morning after we see him, have all these opinions on him.
Yeah, I can.
It's gonna be a tough show Monday. Tough show on.
You know what? You know what my opinion is going to be? He looks exactly like old Herbie, except he has blonde hair and blue eyes
and a corn cob out of his pocket.
Wow, good job! You added a corn cob to his pocket. You could have done that when he had jeans.
No, you need overalls.
You don't need overalls.
You
really don't.
Todd Stove says, I'm actually most excited to see live quarterback play. Quarterbacks playing and getting hit. No more two-hand touch. I guess 402-464-5685. how disappointed are we going to be if the quarterbacks come out in a green jersey?
They were wearing green jerseys before. They were still getting hit.
Okay, so if
in the other scrimmages.
So in a way, what if they come out in green jerseys and they're not
just
live?
Getting tagged?
Yeah. Not like last year.
Yeah.
Where they actually have to get like touched.
Like wrapped up or whatever.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be disappointed, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal as long as everyone else is tackling. Like, as long as the running backs are getting hit and the wide receivers, tight ends, as long as the defense is actually hitting and working on tackling, I don't really care if the quarterbacks are getting hit or not. I think it'd be more interesting because they talk about how physical Heinrich Harburg and how physical Jeff Sims are when they do run the ball, that I really want to see, because tagging off on that, you're not getting the full scope of that. So being able to see those guys run into somebody and potentially run them over or bounce off of a tackle, that's what I'm really interested in seeing. If I don't see that, I'll be a little disappointed, but as long as everyone's getting hit, everyone else is getting hit, I'm good with it.
I will also be honest, like, I realized this last year standing on the sideline watching it, and then last year's spring game, it was so disappointing. Just the lack of opportunity for the guys to go run and to go grab and wrap somebody up and throw them down, right? Like
how do you bust through the how do you run a ball through the tackles and bust a big run if it's two-hand touch?
I will not forget last year I was standing on the sideline on the Nebraska the sideline that normally the east sideline, the sideline that normally Nebraska stands on for their regular season games. I was standing on it, and Garrett Nelson was lined up on the opposite side, and the offense was on their own 20-yard line. So it was literally about 10 yards in front of me because I was standing on the 15-yard line or so. And they're on the right hash, and I will never forget that Garrett Nelson blew up whoever was playing left tackle at that moment, blew him up, and just stopped. And the play just kept going. Garrett Nelson just had to stop playing football. And I'm like, that's when I think I realized last year, like the spring game and what it was like. I ended up leaving at halftime because I sat there and I was like, this is not
I'm
what
not learning anything
anybody signed up for.
You're not learning anything.
Like, in all honesty, yeah, like a great first step by Garrett Nelson, and it showed maybe a giant weakness for Nebraska. A giant weakness for Nebraska in terms of an offensive line.
Yeah.
But like on that left side, which in looking back in hindsight, obviously the left side's the most important side of the offensive line because you got the quarterback's, blind side to protect. But you sit here and you're just like, you were seriously okay as a staff. And I suppose head coach, just telling your guys to stop, just stop.
All right, if you have a free shot at the quarterback, don't.
Like slow down, slow down. Don't go
still touch him.
Don't target him.
Force him out of the pocket. Make him throw on the run.
Do a football play.
Something.
And that's where I think it's like there are ways here. Like it's going to be great if it's a full contact, like 11 on 11. I don't want to say bloodbath because you don't want injuries, but physical football style of game on Saturday, right? It's going to be great. It's going to be something that we haven't seen in a long time around here. But also, there are positives and there are ways that you can learn and you can get better and improve by not having just simply the quarterbacks live, I suppose. And you also, hopefully fans understand this. There's also been 2 scrimmages already before.
Yeah.
Right?
Full
contact scrimmages. So yeah, we're about to see.
This last Saturday,
much of a Saturday, however much we see on Saturday, yes. But in all honesty, the first 2 are probably just as important, if not more important, for this staff.
This last Saturday, Rule pretty much already said that this last Saturday's scrimmage was more important than the spring game. The spring game, I don't know how much you're going to see. They're going to be live, all that stuff. But last Saturday's scrimmage, the day that the transfer portal opened, was probably the most important scrimmage of the entire spring for them, because that's the one that more than likely kind of shed some light on some of those guys. Like, hey, you might not be here next season. Like, we might need to cut ties. But the spring game obviously is going to be another chance for some of those guys to show up and show out. But I was going to say something about.
Well, okay, so and Todd Stoves chimes back in and says, I don't know what it says about me, but I want to see a quarterback just get blown up. They've been talking about physicality and toughness. I want to see it. I am all about that, Todd. Like,
that last video, you saw one of them get lit up.
Well, I'm all about that. But once again, I think with Casey Thompson out, like the worst case scenario here is that Nebraska goes into the summer which is going to be a crucial time for a lot of these guys in terms of controlling their body weight and their muscle and getting their bodies right for fall camp. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is them go in with, their top 3 quarterbacks injured, and one of those being Casey Thompson, who's, yes, mentally and from an IQ standpoint, as sharp as ever, as Satterfield alluded to earlier today, and right on track, if you will, but hasn't thrown competitively all spring. So you just kind of wonder where you're at. Okay, let's go to the phone lines, 402-464-5685. I want to make sure we're getting this right. Is this Terrence?
Tyler.
Tyler, sorry, man. We have it on the board as Terrence. Sorry about that. What's on your mind, my man?
Oh, nothing much. We're just listening to you guys' spring game conversation here, and I also would like to see the quarterback get hit a little. And like you said, you don't need to go out of your way to target them or, say, I'm going to go kill him on this play per se. But I even had an idea of, well, somebody else on the team would say that's not registered or rostered as the quarterback, maybe that can throw the ball a little bit, but also can run the offense just enough to maybe on a couple of, series, throw him out there, and he can do a lot of quarterback runs on, let's say, 1, 2, maybe 3 drives, just to give the defense that chance to hit a quarterback. Because, I mean, the game as we grow up is taught to hit, and you're taught to take hits. And if you're just avoiding them all the time, I believe that's what leads to a lot of these nagging injuries on quarterbacks, because they're not used to getting hit. So when they get hit in a real game, it's really, really more effective on their mind maybe, or, their body even, because they're not used to taking that kind of a licking. But you got to have toughness, especially with the offense we're going to have, and the quarterbacks need to be able to do something. So I hope we see a little bit of that, guys. So have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Yeah, you too, Tyler. Appreciate the phone call, and feel free to chime in if you guys have any other thoughts. 402-464-5685. I get, and I completely understand. I'm in that boat as well. I also, is it safe to say, like, I more than worried about the quarterback getting hit, I want to be able to see a running back fight through a couple tackles.
Oh yeah.
Like last year it was, you get 2 guys on him and it's immediately blown dead. Like, you want to talk about physicality and toughness. Obviously everybody goes right to the quarterbacks, and understandably so, because Nebraska's had their share of quarterbacks having those nagging injuries that Tyler alluded to on that phone call. But also, like, a running back going through the tacklers, like trying to fight through and vice versa. If you're a defensive back, prove to me that you can make a one-on-one physical tackle in space.
That is very important.
Like, think about that. Like, there's things, once again, where it's, even if quarterbacks aren't live or, like 100% live, if, as we're talking about, there's things that you can still kind of take away from this, in essence, I suppose,
at least
from defensive backs and from offensive linemen, physicality in the trenches, as we know.
Those one-on-one battles.
Yeah. It's just, and
I mean, Satterfield mentioned it, kind of what Tyler alluded to, that physicality aspect of it, where taking hits will prepare you for the rest of the season, because he said, Satterfield said something along the lines of, kind of like when you were playing when you were a kid in the backyard, just going and making the hit, because when you're focused on, 2-hand touch or trying to avoid, somebody touching you with 2 hands, that's where you might get hurt. So just playing like you did in the backyard, just tackling like that. If you play football, you shouldn't get hurt. That's what he said. If you play football, you shouldn't get hurt.
Here's this also. I mean, Matt Rule said it a couple weeks ago regarding whether or not quarterbacks specifically would be live. He was like, listen, if they're live, that means we got through the spring pretty clean without a ton of injuries. And take that for what it's worth as well. Like, how many times throughout springs have we heard of guys like having nagging injuries? It's, he hasn't been practicing with us. He's not going to be he's not going to play the spring game because he sprained his ankle a couple weeks ago. Like, Husker fans, you guys want to know conditioning is improved and body recovery and all those other things are improved. There are little nuances or stories within the stories or stories within somebody playing on Saturday where it's like, okay, they got through the spring pretty healthy. If this coaching staff, who we've heard many times in their first couple months on the job, we've heard so many times that they just care so much about body recovery and taking care of your body throughout all 12 months. If they're comfortable enough to send the quarterbacks out there 100% live, then you must have an idea that they feel pretty good about their ability to condition and the kind of health that they are in.
Your body's in the right place, and the recovery process that we have is at a high enough level where if you do get a little dinged up, we have enough confidence that you'll be right as rain before the season starts.
All right, let's go and take our final timeout. When we come back, Austin and Strick will join Rico. I got to bounce for class as we have about 2.5 weeks left.
Just a little bit longer.
2.5 weeks left until the diploma. So we will be back. Austin and Strick join Rico coming up next.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring sports are here, and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planting season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, efficient facility with great people, contact me today by applying at GarnerIndustries.com.
Steve's Garage Door Services is hiring. They're looking for a garage door installation and service technician with a clean driving record. Experience is not required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business with your family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Service today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services. You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of land construction material. They sell in bulk, save you money, buying from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. They deliver anywhere, and if you mention you heard this ad on 93.7 The Ticket, they'll deliver in town for free through the month of April with some restrictions applying. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627. There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers uncut service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
It's April, and means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Heisman Trophy winner, Eric Cross. What's the game when you truck the guy?
Iowa. That was like, that play right there was all about me saying, this is my job. Because I was a QB battle with Bobby Newcomb at that time. Actually, I shouldn't have been playing quarterback that game. I was playing receiver. I think they were trying to have. They put me in at QB, and we had scored. And I think the coaches kind of like looking at each other like, oh, we might have to put him in like maybe another series. And so, I mean, I think I played. I don't know that I came out of the game a whole lot. We ended up winning 42-7. But again, I was just being me. That's how I play the game.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clip.
Cookie. I heard very clearly. I don't think about you, Schmidt.
Why would I think about you?
Because we're friends. We're not animals.
We're men. The only time a man is allowed to think about another is when the man is Jay Cutler.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to Happy Hour Sans Nick, as he had to go off to class for almost the final time. I think he said he had about 2.5 weeks left until he's finally done going to class, and maybe you'll actually see him around the office.
That's what he said.
I'm joined by the gentleman from On the Block.
I don't
Stricken
believe him,
Austin.
though. I don't believe him. He's gone more than I am. And I thought I was gone.
You're gone a lot.
Partner, you going to take that foolishness?
I'm laughing because it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous
My
statement.
man. Yeah,
It's ridiculous how many places Strick has visited in the last, what, 4 months?
I don't really have room to talk because I've been gone a little bit too.
Yeah,
So.
everybody's been gone. You know who hasn't been gone? This guy. Been here the whole time. I
Get a
never
life,
left.
Rico.
I never left.
You're like Casper, the friendly ghost.
I
bro.
never
You're
left.
here, but you're not.
But I am. And everything that you do, just know. I'm
What
here.
the heck is that
I'm present.
jersey you got on? That's the most garbage thing. I can't even say
There's a
that.
lot going on.
I can't
there.
even
is.
say
Like
that.
the NYC
I wore
under
that
the
jersey.
swoosh, the
This
ad
is last.
patch.
So this is last year's City Edition jersey. This is last year's. I don't understand the swoosh with the NYC under it, but you know, Squarespace, the ad patch, you know, that's there.
Do you have a
Everybody has their little
giveaway?
ad patch.
Do you have a giveaway of any kind?
I don't.
What jersey did I wear when I played with the Knicks? Ooh, that'd be a good.
What jersey number or what jersey?
What jersey number?
Mm.
That would be a good quiz question for somebody on the Sauter Heyman text.
I feel like I
line.
know this. I have.
Do we have
I
anything
have
to give away?
I have the cards at home.
You know what?
We have ticket T-shirts to give away.
Yeah, I'll give
Give
away
ticket T-shirts away.
Give away. Real,
You wore the
best.
you wore the best version of the Knicks
How are
jersey.
you gonna do it? See, people are googling right now. You're
Yeah,
too
they
late.
really are.
You're too late.
They really are.
Yeah.
That's
What was your favorite jersey number to wear? High school, college, pro. Favorite jersey number you got to wear?
20. I wore 21 in college, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say it was 21, but when I got to the Mavericks, John and Cortland, no, not 15. When I got to the Mavericks, I George McLeod was there. He was a longtime veteran, so I couldn't get 21, so I had to go to 20. But in high school back in the day, you had to have your home jerseys was the even number, and your away jerseys was it worked out in that aspect to where 2021 still worked for me.
What was your
Joe
favorite?
B? No, not 20. Travis and Lincoln, yes. See, hook up Travis and Lincoln with a jersey.
All right, Travis and Lincoln. You got to stop by the station. We'll give you
25 was
give
the
you
number.
a ticket T-shirt.
25.
What was your favorite uniform that you wore in terms of like color scheme? What did you feel the freshest?
That was
in?
good.
Obviously the Knicks jersey with the black stripe.
Wow. Well, let me tell you something about the Knicks real quick. Yeah, I won't say that those were the jerseys, but they were actually pretty dope. The Knicks, it was amazing because unlike the Bulls, which with the Michael Jordan when they traveled, or the Lakers, the Showtime or whatever, whenever we traveled, it was like there were super Knicks fans everywhere. Like it didn't matter. Like it would be crazy. Like whenever we played in Atlanta, it would be like a home game for us.
Woo.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's how it was. We would have more fans, and it was like traveling with a rock.
The Knicks
a
are the
rock star.
Nebraska football of the NBA, is what I'm getting.
It was.
Yes.
It was like that. It was really like that.
They're great.
Yeah, they were.
I love them and they're crazy. That's fine. It's totally understandable.
I don't know, man. It was so basic, and I never thought I would like them. But for some reason, when I felt the Don, is when I was in them Celtics uniforms. And they were basic. There were nothing to them, and they still look the same.
They haven't changed it.
They have that classic quality.
Yeah, they were the dopest as far as when you walked in with that joint. You was like, yeah,
what was
about to get in
what was the most ridiculous jersey? Not like the worst, just the most ridiculous. The Vancouver
Grizzlies by far.
Those jerseys go hard though.
But they were just special. And I wish I would have kept it because I probably I could have sold made a lot of moolah.
I got the Vancouver Grizzly hat at home. It's one of my favorite hats. I barely wear it. I wore it one time.
Okay, I'm a shoe guy. Favorite pair of basketball shoes you wore?
I was mad about it that I couldn't get them, but when I tell you I was giving people work in the AI threes, the Allen Iverson threes.
Rico and I are both looking this up at the same time.
Gonna look them up,
bro. When I tell you that was when I was wearing those when I was in the CBA, and when I came back to the NBA, it was cool. It worked out because our Mavericks uniforms was similar.
Those are comfy
in color to those, so I was wearing those. And when I tell you, I was giving people work in
Reeboks.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I see you. I see you. Okay.
Yeah, those were the best I think I've ever worn.
Speaking of jersey numbers, since we were going to talk about baseball and whatever, but Huskers softball. Brooke Andrews is having one of the best seasons. Actually, her best season as a Husker this year so far. So Brooke Andrews, fun fact of the day, was named after Brooke Behringer. She wore the number 18 all through high school.
Wow.
This year, when she arrived at UNL 3 years ago, she's a junior, number 18 was taken, so she chose to wear number 27. Today is the 27-year anniversary of Brooke Behringer's passing.
Yeah.
And Brooke Andrews is having the best year of her career and was just named the Big Ten Softball Player of the Week.
Wow, that's so dope.
You would have been around when that went down. What was it like on campus and in the athletic department?
Having friends on the team as well as just it was very somber. Yeah, it was a somber time, man. A lot of people were hurt and broken by that. It was a difficult time on campus, but it was like a rallying point too. For all people, just to kind of get behind and support them. Shout out to the ladies, man. Just think about the gauntlet the ladies went through starting for softball at the Tax Act, Clearwater Invitational, playing the number 5, number 2, number 8, number 4 teams in the country, and fighting.
They went through the ringer early in the season to prepare themselves for this, for what they're going through right now, because they just went up to Bloomington, faced the number 2 team in the Big Ten, and brought out the brooms. Beat them all 3 games, including one with a rain delay in the middle of it, came back, hit a home run immediately, and ended up winning that one. They welcome in Wisconsin this weekend. They play Creighton tomorrow. Welcome in Wisconsin this weekend. Wisconsin is also a top 4 team in the Big Ten this season. I think Nebraska is sitting at 3rd now. I think they went above Indiana, so I believe it's Northwestern. It was Northwestern, Indiana, Wisconsin.
All right, so it's Northwestern at 13-1, Nebraska at 10-4 in second place, Indiana 9-5, Michigan 8-5.
Michigan. They've already beaten
Wisconsin 7-5.
They beat Michigan.
They swept Michigan up in Ann Arbor.
No, actually, they lost. They lost.
No, they
two.
lost. They lost
2 of 3.
Yeah,
2 of 3.
Okay, but they beat them one time.
Yeah, they did.
They beat Michigan one time. They swept Indiana. Now they have Wisconsin. Again, that early season gauntlet of facing top 10 teams pretty much every single tournament prepared them for this exact moment. They're going in, they're the defending Big Ten champions, and they're on a roll right now. Like, you see Brooke Andrews having the best season of her career. Her sister Billy leads things off, and she was a monster, a beast last year. Not on the same home run pace, obviously, because she hit so many last year, but still having a really good season. Courtney Wallace is pitching out of her mind. Caitlin Kaneda coming in, being that hopefully she probably is up for freshman of the year. It's a fantastic season for Husker softball. And like I said, they play Creighton at home tomorrow, and then Wisconsin 3-game set this weekend. So make your way out there and check out some Husker softball. That, again, 30 wins this season already. It's a fantastic season so far for Husker softball. Just a couple more series left before they go into the Big Ten tournament, and they will be in the postseason. Don't know if they'll host regional or if they'll have to travel somewhere, but it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, I hope they can get it done.
Nebraska baseball is going to have to win the Big Ten tournament to make it into postseason play, though.
Work to do doesn't even begin to describe where that team's at, which is unfortunate because they're legit good.
Yeah.
You just keep dropping stupid ones.
Yeah, haven't beaten Creighton or Omaha this year so far. And
Another chance tonight.
Yep, you got
Another
a chance
a
tonight.
week from tonight.
Head out to Haymarket Park and check them out, taking on Creighton tonight. And again, softball taking on Creighton tomorrow. So hopefully Nebraska doubles up on beating the blue team down the road. But you can listen to some more Husker talk up next on the block. Stricken Austin will bring it to you. The future patriarch of Herbie.
It's a family name, I found out.
Austin Norman. Up next. Adios.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial.